Parasite marks director joon-ho's return to foreign language films, and with that return comes a quality that his recent work has lacked. This is a magnificent film that's not only high on thrills, but is also high on every emotion that you can think of, without spoiling it too much. The plot revolves around a family of conmen who attempts to scam a rich family. Like with most of this director's work, this movie isn't very subtle. Its themes are extremely apparent, and are in your face the majority of the runtime. Straight off the bat, you know it's about the class divide, and yet unlike most movies with a very apparent theme, Parasite doesn't suffer from being unsubtle. It doesn't force us to constantly think of said theme, as it sweeps us up in its narrative, and never lets us think about anything else but what's going on. That's up until the impactful ending, that ties the film's themes and message up in a depressing bow. Parasite straddles so many genres at once, that it's honestly extremely impressive. It shifts from family drama to social commentary to thriller to horror to comedy, all without any hiccups or jarring tonal shifts. It feels like this director's career has been building up to make a film like this. Every frame is built with lessons learned from his previous work. It's a surgically precise piece of art. Every time you think you know where the film is headed, it just twists and turns on you. Its social commentary is not only spoken through its dialogue, but is also spoken through the cinematography and production design. For example, the houses of the poor family and the rich family look vastly different, not only in how they are designed, but also how they're shot. One is open and vast, and the other is cramped and condemning. This is a filmmaker that understands that every aspect of a film should convey the story's themes and emotions. There are a lot of great shots, yet you're never too focused on them, as the story is constantly unfolding. I had to watch it a second time just to truly appreciate how great the cinematography was. I don't understand how they pulled off some of the shots they had, given the limited space they had to work with. There's also a lot of subtleties in the production design that can go unnoticed upon a first watch. If Once Upon a Time in Hollywood didn't come out this year, I would say that Parasite would definitely take home the Oscar for production design. The best performance of the film comes from Song Kang-ho, who does wonders with the small amount of dialogue that he's given. It'd be a travesty if he wasn't nominated for Best Supporting Actor. You can constantly see the gears turning in his head, which is just hilarious. Like the movie itself, he shifts from funny to serious to depressing. Restraint is the key word to describe his work here. He doesn't need to shout or do violent actions to show his anger. It's already apparent from a turn of the cheek to a slight focusing of his eyes. Everyone else in the movie is great, but Song just towers over them. The humor never feels insulting, and every twist never feels too absurd, given the reality that the film presents, although the ending one is pushing it. Don't get me wrong, it's an incredibly touching ending, but it stretches our suspension of disbelief to its absolute limits. But to be honest, I think Parasite sweeps you up so well in its story that you won't think twice about its believability until long after the credits roll. While I'm glad Parasite received an insane amount of praise, there's one thing that annoys me about its accolades. A lot of people talk as if this is the first great foreign language film, which is just absurd, as there have been great foreign language films dating back to the inception of this medium. I get that people may not watch foreign films, but making a statement like that is incredibly insulting and dismissive. Parasite is a superb movie, but people really need to educate themselves before making statements like that. Anyway, if you can't tell already, I highly suggest you check out Parasite.